let me see how this is doing. Okay. Hello, hello. So I'm hoping this works tonight because I moved my router. So our internet connection is still slow, but I'm hoping because I moved the router closer, and you should see it, it looks like a Frankenstein setup down the hall. But I'll see if I can bring me up. Well, I wonder if I can just read comments on my phone instead of bringing me up. Are you kidding me? Okay, so I'm going to close out of this. Close all tabs. I'm just going to go off my phone because it's telling me I have a slow internet connection. So is it working? Okay, cool. All right, so tonight we're doing Be Kind. Isn't that such a cute sign? Isn't it? I got it from Grammy's Craft Boutique. I'll show you the sign. Can you see it? Grammy's Craft Boutique off of Etsy. I ordered a couple of signs from her shop. They are so cute. So I've got that. And so most of everything I got tonight, I got at craftoutlet.com on the internet. I'll make a mental note to tell you if I didn't get it there and tell you where I got it from. It's either there or Hobby Lobby, 99.9% of the time. So, all right, well, let's move this camera down. And, okay, go ahead and all the way. Oh, too far. Back it up. Okay, stop right there. And I'm off center just a little bit. Okay, I think this will work. There we go. That's better. Okay, so this is a 15-inch work, or 15 to 24-inch work wreath form that I got at Craft Outlet. And all I've done here is I've made it a little bit elongated, and I have put some ties here. Oh, sorry if I stop every once in a while. Okay, so I put pipe cleaners here and here to try to get the shape that I wanted, and then also after we go around with our poofs, then we are going to fill in the middle because we're going to have a sign and bow and everything in the middle. So what I do when I start is I look for the bar here that has a tie close to it and one right above it. So that's always my starting point. So we're just going to lift these up, and I cannot see any of my comments on here. So let me see if I can. I don't know why it's not showing them. Last time it showed comments. so I don't know who's on. Anna Salinas. Hi, Anna. Thanks for joining us. Okay, maybe they're going to come up. All right. So, and I got this beautiful mesh. Look at this mesh. This is so fun. I do think we are going to run the risk of maybe this wreath maybe looking too busy. I'm not quite sure. We'll see how it turns out in the end. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to start here on the bottom. I'm going to lay the beginning of the mesh that I've crumpled together in my first tie and just give it a little twist. And then I always take a zip tie and fasten my ends to the frame itself. Okay. And that's just so in my mind I know it's not going to come apart on somebody if they've got it outside and it's in the wind. So, and then I'm going to do 10 to 12 inch poofs. And those of you that have seen my videos before, you can measure your poofs each time. I pick a spot on my arm and I just pull it up to that spot. Hey Alexis! And then I just place it into the next tie and give it a twist. There's really no reason to twist it more than once because we're going to be putting other stuff in our ties. And then we just fluff. So we're just going to go around the whole wreath like that. And also I use like this plane here. I'm looking from the side and so I know if they're all about the same height. I just don't have the patience to sit and like measure each bit. So, well, I'm bummed that I can't see comments, but my daughter Adelia is my mediator tonight, at least for a while. I've heard she's got a 6 o'clock tea time, so we'll see if she takes off on me or not. And it's okay, I'll figure it out. So, all right, we're just going to continue to go around here. I am going to see if I can bring it up because I really want to know who's on here so I can say hello to you all. So we'll see if my internet connection can handle it. And we're just puffing these out. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. I just love it. And it's nice and bouncy. This is great mesh. It's a little more expensive, but I think it's going to be worth it. It's a Friday night, I know y'all, and I'm so glad that you decided to join me. All right. I'm making these poofs just a little, like an inch or two bigger than I normally would, just because I wanted just a little different effect. You get different effects on how big you make your poofs. You make them smaller, you make them larger. They all have a overall effect on the overall outcome of the wreath. Let's see. All right. Oh, I can't even find myself on here. Just go around and puff and measure, puff and measure, puff and measure. Or poof. I always say it wrong. Darn it, and I always forget when I get to this point too. Are they poofs or puffs? I don't know. I probably say them different every time because I don't remember things that great. Okay, now we're back to where we started. I just opened that tie just a little bit because this mesh is a little bit thicker. So I don't want my ties to get a little short in the end. So I just opened up that tie and pull tightly and twist. And I should clarify that when you're putting the mesh in, Valerie, it's cute how I say it. I'm not trying to be cute, I'm trying to remember. Hey Kelly, I'm seeing some people now, so we'll see. I have a thing on here that says the live video interrupted. Am I still on there? Okay. So maybe it's just my computer. So thanks for joining me, Kelly, Valerie, and who else I have here? Alexis, hi. Hi, Mom. Hey, Ted. Oh, thanks, Ted. Hi, Anna. Okay. Thanks, you guys, for joining me. So all I did was bring it up to the top, directly above where I started, where I ended off. So we're up on the top row now, and we're just going to continue making puffs. Oh, dang it. I need to write it down and just remember one way to say it. So, and we're just opening these up as we go along. And my dogs are barking. Life on the farm, right? Life on the farm. So, I have been so busy over the weekend, and they're gonna howl. They know I'm live. That's what they're doing. They know I'm live, and they're gonna sit out there and howl and just give us all kinds of fits just because we're not paying attention to them. You're watching 2 lives, Val? Oh my gosh. You support everybody so much, Valerie. Thank you so much. Oops. Okay, as I'm going along, I don't like how low this one got here, so I am going to undo it and pull it back out a little bit more. There we go. Now it matches the other ones. There we go. So I'm trying to keep an even height on everything. And, you know, I used to measure, but all of these ties are not exactly the same distance apart. So when you measure, I mean, one might be 5 inches apart, the other one might be 3 3/4 inches apart. You just never know, and so you never get the same thing. So I just do it this way because it's easier for me. Oh, Denise is doing a test live. Oh, I'm sorry I'm not able to watch. You know, I've had a rough go of it. Last Friday my live did not work out well, and then my brain did not work. And you know, a lot of you know that I've had a traumatic brain injury, so when my brain gets upset or overwhelmed, I shut down. And so that's why a lot of times when I am I'll be online a lot, and then all of a sudden I won't be. It's just because I can't deal with it. I'm actually 48%, considered 48% disabled, but we try not to focus on that. We just try to focus on the positive. But so that's why I seem, I guess to some people I might see flighty. I'm only on once in a while, but that's how I deal. All right, we're getting close to this top one, coming all the way around. Let's see, 2 more. Okay, what do y'all think of this mesh? Are you loving it, or is it too busy for you? It might be pretty busy. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how it turns out. All right, we are back to where we started. So I am just going to open this tie up just a little bit. I'm going to finish where we started on this second row. Finish where you start. All right. I'm going to push it, and make sure when you're putting the mesh in, you're pushing it all the way up against the bar and pulling these ties tight. Then your mesh will be sure to stay in there when the wind and stuff starts blowing. Okay, so now we've got these cross beams, bars in here. I'm just going to move out of the way these ties. Okay, so I usually do 2 poofs on each quarter area. So I'll do 2 poofs here, 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to twist this tie. Apparently I didn't do that. Give it a twist. And then we're just going to bring this around. Aww. You like the bright yellow, Ted? Nice. Hey, Mom, thanks. Oh, give the babies a kiss for me, Alexis. Okay, this poof, you just need to make sure it's like the rest. And I've got some pipe cleaners here that I cut in half. And it really doesn't matter what color you use. I had some black ones earlier, and I was making a custom wreath earlier, and I used them for them. And I forgot to cut some more black ones. So we're just going to go with the blue. So 1, 2. Okay, and I'm at the center point where they cross. So, and right there, I'm going to put a tie. And these you do want to pull really tightly, and you want to twist it 2 or 3 times, because we're not going to be continually twisting this. Okay. And we're going to puff these out as soon as we get through this middle section. All right. Come on. This stuff starts to grab and catch when you start getting on this top row. Okay, and this one will be number 4, and we're doing 4 across this way. And so I'm going to come down where the bar and my pipe cleaner meet, and I'm going to use a zip tie and go under the bar, around my pipe cleaner, and through the zip tie, and then I'm going to pull the zip tie really tight. And then we're just going to snip that off. And then you just go out a couple of inches and cut it off. And then you just bring up this and it'll hide it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to find that pipe cleaner, that other one, right there. And we're going to, again, go to the metal frame, get our zip tie, go down and around, down and around like this. Make sure you leave a couple of inches hanging out. And then you're just going to pull the zip tie. Why is that zip tie not zipping? I don't know. Every once in a while you get one of those. I don't know why it's not working. Try another one. We'll see if it's actually user error or not. Okay, there we go. Must have been that one. And pull real tight. Clip off that bit. And then we're going to go back this other way 4 times. Okay? And it just gives us a really good area in the middle so that nothing falls through. Hi Anne, first time watching. Thanks. Oh hey Brenda. Thanks for joining us. We are making a bee wreath tonight. It's a gnome bee wreath. I just found this cute sign and I just had to make something with it because it just looks so fun. So, and all we're doing now is we're doing poofs through the center of the wreath where I have crossbars that I've put in with pipe cleaners so they have something to adhere to. And the poofs we're doing are like 10 to 12 inch poofs, and I just measure on my arm and then I kind of look this way and make sure they're all going about the same way. Okay. And I did pre-make the bow. I am adding some gray in here because there's a little bit of gray on the beard and a little bit of gray on the back of the sign. So okay, we're back towards the end. I'm going to pull that down and we're going to adhere this to the bar with a zip tie. Going down under the bar, close to the pipe cleaner, around the pipe cleaner, and then we're zipping it as tight as we can. Ugh, my hands just are not as strong as they used to be. Then you're going to give yourself just a couple of inches and you're going to cut off the last bit. Take care when you do that because I've cut into the poof and that's not something that you want to do. And then I just want to show you, this is all I have left. For those wreathers out there, you know, I mean, I have boxes of mesh that I haven't used all of it because you usually end up with so much left over. I mean, you can do creative things with it and stuff, but you want to fill in the middle anyway, so why not just use it all up? That's what I'd say. Oh, thanks, Brenda. I hope you're doing well. I hope your little puppy is doing well. She just got a new puppy. A little baby pug. You're a busy woman. Yeah, bows take me a while, and it takes me a while to like decide how many layers, how many ribbons I'm going to use. I usually use like anywhere between 5 and 7 different kinds of ribbon. So, opening all these babies up. So we have a nice poofy platform. Did I get them all? Yeah. And then see, your center is nice and full. You know, so when we start putting signs and whatnot on there, it's all just going to be really supported. So that's my favorite way of doing wreaths now. I mean, we all go through phases where we do it different ways and different, you know, try different methods and things, and then, okay, so I have got, well, normally I would do the ribbons, and I am doing, let's see, this set and this set for my ribbons. And they're 12 inches long, and they are all dovetailed on the ends. And if you don't know how to dovetail, all you do is you fold your ribbon in half, making sure that your edges are straight, and then you take your scissors and cut at an angle away from you. And the more you're angling your scissors, the deeper the dovetail. So, but that's what I've done. And normally right now I would put in all the ribbons, but I did make some rolls, and I'm thinking about putting the rolls in first because I always, like, the ends of my ribbon always curl and stuff. So these are my ribbon rolls. Now, I don't know if you can tell the difference here, but so they are, it's 10-inch mesh, and I cut the white ones 10 inches. The yellow and the gray seemed really thin to me, so I wanted them a little thicker so the color would be a little more vibrant. So I did cut them at 14 inches and then rolled them, and I liked the effect much more. So the white I cut at 10 inches, the yellow and the gray I cut at 14. And I did 10 of them because usually I put 10 in a wreath. So, and I just wanted to add in some gray because if you notice in his beard and stuff, there's a little gray, and I wanted to break up the black and the yellow and white a little bit. We'll see if it was a good choice on my part or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate the poof on the bottom from the poof on the top, and there's a middle bar. Now you can put it on the middle bar or you can put it on the top bar. It gives you a little bit different angle. So if you put it on the middle bar, it kind of comes straight out. And if you do put it on the top bar, it kind of angles back. So my last wreath that I did, I angled them down, but this time I just want them to poke straight out. So I'm going right to that middle bar. I'm putting the 2 twist ties around that bar, and I'm just twisting them 3 or 4 times so they'll stay on there. And all I've done here is I've just cut a pipe cleaner in half, and I've put these, just rolled them up like you'd roll a, I don't know, like a burrito or something. And I'm thinking that because we just had bean and cheese last night. So, and then we're just going to space them out, and I like them to touch just a little bit. That's why I usually do 10. So, let me see here. Oh, there it is. So I was hoping with the solid colors it might tame down the black, white, and yellow. So that's the effect we're kind of getting. Kind of mellows it out, I kind of hope, but at least that was my desire in putting these guys in and making them solid colors. Now sometimes I make 10 of these and I only use 9 or 8. Rarely do I use less than 6 or 7. Oh, thanks for liking the ribbon choices. I have a lot of ribbon, and when I say a lot of ribbon, I mean a lot of ribbon. And so I have a lot of choices, and I get overwhelmed sometimes with how many choices I have. So it was a real chore to try to pick just 4 to do that with. And then I always introduce new ribbons that I didn't use in my ties in my bow. So I can't wait to show you the bow. I think the bow turned out pretty cute. So I'm just continuing all the way around, and I'm just kind of fluffing that yellow in there. You know, you just kind of make it look nice as you're going. And this really makes your wreath fluffy, springy. Oh, you're just on my live now? How did it go? Did Denise do well? It's so like nerve-wracking doing your first ones. My husband was telling me I should create a Facebook page that's just a test page, and then I can see if my technology is actually working. I did try to see if I could do my my YouTube channel and Facebook at the same time, like I'm supposed to be able to, but I still can't figure that out. And it's not like you can test it without going live. You have to go live to test it. Unless you, I guess, create some dummy pages or something, you know. Oh my gosh, look how fluffy we are. Okay, getting down to the wire here. Just a few more. Oh, my daughter put on her shorts and her tank top. She must be taking off for her tea time.
No, 6:30 I rescheduled.
Oh, you rescheduled to 6:30. Okay. Well, that was sweet. Weather's been pretty nice out here in Colorado. We had a lot of sun today. It was actually kind of hot, wasn't it? Yeah. I'm going to move that one over a little bit. Okay. Where'd the rest go? Okay. I've gone through that many already. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to space them a little more than I wanted to.
I'll just leave it and make more afterwards.
Yeah, I suppose I could. And actually, I might put the bow right there. Okay, so I have a small section. I should have made like a couple of more, but I'll make sure the bow is down there and it'll cover that and you'll never know. Or I'll make a couple more in a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to start with the ribbons now. And this ribbon was I had so many other ribbons that I wanted to use, but they were so much more busy than these are. And I was just afraid it would be way, way too much. So let me put these over here. So these are cut at 12 inches. And all you're going to do is you're going to find the middle. And when you find, you can measure it, or you can fold it in half to find the middle or whatever. I just kind of guesstimate. And you're going to ruffle them up together, and then you're going to bend. And when you bend, you're going to over exaggerate a little bit. And they're the same. And you're going to find a tie, and you're going to place this up against the bar at the very end of the tie, and then you're going to give a couple of twists, because we're not putting anything after this, so you want to make sure it's twisted a couple of times. And then you're just going to kind of bend it down so it comes outward. And you can separate them up a little bit if you want. So that's the effect we're going for. And this Harlequin ribbon that I have is satin. Oh, I hate satin ribbon. But it always seems to have like the cutest designs and stuff. So this Harlequin ribbon that I actually got at Hobby Lobby, because the Harlequin ribbon I was trying to get at Craft Outlet was out. I tell you what, the last time I ordered from Craft Outlet, they were only open for a little while, and I swear every other crafter, oh hi Aunt Linda, every other crafter was on there trying to do their ordering too, and by the time I checked out, some things they didn't have, or they sent me a message saying that they didn't, their inventory was wrong, so they didn't have it. It was so frustrating. I'm going to play with those later so y'all aren't watching me play with them. I know that's kind of frustrating. I think on my next live I got this, which will be Wednesday, I got this ladybug from a new place on Etsy, and I'll show you after we get this going, and you can tell me what you think, and then I'll let you know where I got it on Etsy, so you guys can go and check out her spot, her shop. I don't know about you guys, but like I'm used to like going to like craft, like most of my sales every year are at craft shows, and not having the craft shows has been kind of a bummer, you know, because it's way different seeing these wreaths in person than it is seeing them in pictures. I mean, I try to take good pictures and stuff, of course, but it just does not do them justice at all. All right. Y'all still there? Still with me? So, we're just alternating these ribbons every other tie. And don't forget, when you put these in, push them all the way up to the bar, and then give a good 2 or 3 twists, because nothing's going to be twisted in after these. And I'll open those and fuss with them later, and you guys will see my picture tomorrow. I don't know, my rings are like twisting today. I guess like my hands have shrunk or something. They're all like twisting around my finger, so I keep messing with them. Sorry, I'm trying to think don't mess with them, but anybody have any great plans for the weekend? Things are opening up and people can start going places and doing things. little slow. Well, that's no doubt for sure. Country living, and we're so limited. Somebody did suggest to me another internet company, and I haven't called them yet, that my internet provider said, well, even if we tried to switch you to a new tower, you still aren't going to get that grade of, they said everybody's just home and on their computers or working from home, and so everything is slow. I'm like, you know, that's no excuse. I pay extra to have a wider bandwidth, you know, so this ribbon is such good ribbon. It's nice and stiff and thick. I got it from Craft Outlet on my last order. This last week I got 4 boxes in. Okay, so I'm going to the top. So we've got all of them in on the bottom row, so we're headed up to the top. And I'm just going to make sure that I'm alternating. And I just kind of pull the end, and I'll mess with that later. Kind of hard to find my ties. It's so thick and full in here. My bow, y'all, when I was putting it together. Oh man. Taking it off my, what is that called? My Easy Bow Maker. Oh, it's always a gamble because you don't want it to shift. You don't want it to collapse. You don't want it, and it was so thick I had to put 2 of my stem wires together and wrap it around it to get around it, because the ribbon that I got is all really good quality ribbon, so it's all thick and stiff, except for this Harlequin satin crapola, but it looks nice. All right. You just want to get in there and kind of pull and bend the root of where you put those bows in. Thanks, Mom. Hope you're having a better day. Pull that. Yes. Lift up, pull it. Manipulate it. Alright. Uh-oh. I think I might have gotten a couple mixed up. What? Y'all weren't watching me very well. I think I got a couple of ribbons messed up. Uh-oh. Or I'm one short. We'll see here. Maybe I can't count. All right. One left. In this top row. Awesome. Okay, I must have done one extra of the Harlequin satin. It's so thin I probably thought I had the right number. Alright, y'all. just found this. Is it the 21 inch? Yeah. Well, the striped, yes it is, the 21 inch striped mesh. And I can actually, if you remind me, I actually have the number, if you want to be able to order it. But I just love it. Okay, so that's where we are so far. All right, so I'm going to move this out of the way for a minute, and I'm just going to set it right here. I'm going to get my fluff box. Ta-da! I'm going to put the bow that I made on it. This is so stiff, you guys, because the ribbon is just good quality ribbon. All right, so I've got this fastened. Look at how fluffy that is. That's so awesome. You guys like see how crazy it is? All right, so let me get my tails under control here a little bit. All right. Woohoo! All right. So I did this gray on the bottom. So I was trying to bring in just a little bit more of the gray. So gray's on the bottom. And if they get twisted, you just have to get down here to the root of it and make sure it's nice and flat. And then they should be straight. All right, and then, oops, that one goes here. Then this bee ribbon. Look how cute this bee ribbon is. So cute. I love it. I love it. And I didn't want to use it on the bottom. I wanted to use quite a bit of it, but sometimes the four on the bottom don't show very well. They get covered up. So I placed it where I thought we'd see it. So we'll have to, I hope that that's going to work. All right, and then these striped ones that we used in there, I want up. So you just got to manipulate the wire to do what you want it to do and place it where you want it placed. Alright, and then this gray striped one, isn't this one cute? Alright, I gotta stand up. Can't do that sitting down, I can't see. Okay, so the gray has 3. And then this is the only 1.5 inch that I did, was this bit of yellow right here. And then we've got the harlequin there. So, okay. It's kind of placed where I want it, but it'll get messed up when we put it on there. Okay, what do you guys think of the bow? I hope you like it. I do like how it turned out. I was a little overwhelmed that it might be too busy, and it may be too busy, but we'll see once we get everything together if I have to add some solid colored things in there. Okay. So let's bring this bad boy back up here. Woohoo! Alright. This is cute. Is it super cute? So I'm going to try to do it so you guys can see it. I'll try to do it a little bit backwards here. So I'm going to put the sign over here. So again, I got this sign at Grammy's Craft Boutique on Etsy. So I think that I want this about right here. And I don't think I'm going to do the beehive because I do want this sign straight up and down, I'm thinking. I do want the sign straight up and down. And I think that the hive was just going to be too busy because I was actually going to put bees around it and things. So I'm not going to do that. I actually have this heart. And I think something solid on the top would be good. So I think I'm going to do that. So I think we'll kind of do this. Yeah, I'm liking that. Yep. And then I've got a couple of these little bees that we're going to put around. Now I've got a metal bee. Kind of, it's metally, you know, it's made of metal. I kind of like it because it has hearts on the wings, but it might be a little big. Well, maybe not. Let me see. Oh gosh, let me see if I can move that. Can you guys see? I know I need to get a taller
Is that how you go?
Yeah. And then I think that we're going to put a couple of these flying bees around. Yeah. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. So now I'm just going to take things and fasten them in. What do you guys think? Is that okay? You like the bee? Cool. I do too. The bee is cute, but I think it'll works well having these other bees too. If I don't think so, I've got these circular balls. And I got these at Craft Outlet also. So we might do, maybe we'll just have the one bee and we'll do some of these balls, I think. Yep, I think I'm going to do that. So, okay. So, I have already put a couple of wires on the back of my sign here. Usually I do like one on every corner, but I didn't want to. I wanted to try to see if this would work. So all you're going to do is you're going to take this wire. Oh, sorry. I put wire just at 2 ends. I usually do it at all 4, but I'm going to try and see if this works, which is the 2. So we're just going to put this down through all this mesh. I think I'm going to have to put my stand on like some books or boxes or something and try to get some more height out of it. It's maxed out. And you just want to go like straight through the mesh to the wire and wrap it around the wire. And I don't know if you guys want to sit here and watch me fool with this or not. No, I think I got it. Okay. So I want that about right there. Give it some twists. Now you don't want to push it down too far because you don't want it to smush everything. And then there. You guys don't think it looks too busy? Okay. There's so much mesh to get through, guys. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Okay. So we've got that. And the bow. Stick this through the middle. Now I do like it when the bow touches the sign, and we still have to fluff this so it will get a little bit smaller. You want me to try to fit the hive in there still? I don't know if I'm going to fit the hive in there. I don't know if that's going to happen, Mom. The mesh is so busy, I'm afraid it'll make it even busier. So, I don't know. We'll see here. Oh, jeez. Yeah, there's so much mesh in there. Okay. All right. Okay. So that's in there. Then we're going to put this here. I think everything else, you guys, I will adhere. And then I'll show you the end picture because it's taken a lot to get through this mesh. So, but let me give you a look-see on what I'm doing. And then I am going to put some of these balls around. These styrofoam balls are so cute. There's so much mesh. They're not even going through that easily. Okay. And we'll just bounce these around the wreath a little bit. We probably won't do a ton of them, but just a few to kind of draw your attention to the outside. All right, I'm going to have Adelia kind of pick up the camera a little bit so you guys can see. A little higher. I'll stand back further. Here we go. Oop, my heart fell. But can you see what I'm going for here? Isn't it fun? So I'll adhere everything and I will put some pictures out. So I'll adhere everything and I'll put some pictures out tomorrow. But I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight. And I'm so excited. I think it turned out pretty well. I do want to show you what I'm going to be doing on my live on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Adelia, if you'll hand me the ladybug. Yeah. So, I ordered this, and it is so cute. I don't know if we're going to make a rail out of it or if we're going to do a wreath. It's kind of big, so I almost think like a rail, but I don't know. I'll let you guys decide if we do a rail or if we do just a big wreath. So this is the hat, and this is the legs. Isn't it cute? And I've got a big ball and a couple of lollipops coming. So cute. So this is what I'm going to do Wednesday. So you guys have to let me know if you want to do a rail or a wreath. And I'll do whichever one y'all choose. A rail is, it is just kind of up and down. Oh, if I show you. Okay, so this is, this up here. Let me open. Oopsie. Sorry about that. Okay. So this is a rail. Oh, pan up, Adelia. Go up, up, up. Okay, there we go. So that's a rail. See, it's just straight up and down, kind of square. You can kind of make it, you know, kind of triangled shape if you want. But, so that's a rail. And so just let me know, and I'll tally up all the votes or whatever, and we'll do either a rail or a wreath next Wednesday. But ladybug. So, let's see. Oh, thank you, sweethearts. My husband got on. Yes, tomorrow is my birthday. It is the first anniversary of my 49th birthday. And I'll not apologize for, pan that down just a little bit. I'll not apologize for celebrating the anniversaries of my 49th birthday. I'm just not ready to say 50. Stop. I'm not ready to say it. So anyway, I hope y'all tune in on Wednesday, 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, and vote whether you want a rail or a wreath. Thanks y'all for tuning in tonight. Thank you very much for supporting me. Please go to my YouTube channel, Christelle's Country Creation, and Christelle's is CHRYSTEL''S Country Creations. I'm uploading videos and stuff, and please share. Anyway, thanks. You guys have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you next time.